Hello, in this video I'd like to talk to you about whether Priority Pass membership is worth it. The first thing to say is if you're going to be using an airport lounge less than 5 times a year, then any airport lounge membership scheme is unlikely to be better value than getting the best deal that you can for airport lounge access. If you're going to be using an airport lounge more than 5 times a year, then airport lounge membership like Priority Pass is probably going to be better value. But there are a couple of things to think about. The first is how much time are you going to be spending at the airport? If you are planning on just getting to the airport and having the shortest amount of time possible at the airport, then maybe a membership isn't going to be worth it for you because you're pretty much going to be zooming through security, heading to the gate, and getting on your plane. That is also the case maybe if there's airports that you travel through regularly, your home airport, for example. Maybe that it doesn't make sense to use an airport lounge there because, again, you don't spend enough time in the airport. So you need to think about the airports that you're going to likely be using in the next year to work out whether it's going to make sense for you. The other thing to think about is what do you actually do when you're at the airport? So, do you allow enough time that you're going to be getting something to eat? Do you like to do work at the airport? Do you like to do shopping? I personally, it's the only time I get to look at bookshops is at the airport. So that's always a stop for me. So if you're going to be doing these things, you're going to be spending more time at the airport. So then probably an airport lounge membership scheme, such as Priority Pass, is going to make sense for you. And now let's just look at food costs, food and drink costs at the airport. Not so long ago, I had a breakfast muffin and a coffee at Edinburgh Airport, and it cost me £9.20. Just for that, nothing else. If I'd have had their cheapest breakfast, it would have been considerably more than that, a full breakfast. If I was going to be having a meal in the airport, then their cheapest meal including a beer, would have been £16-17. So it's quite expensive, as we know, to eat and drink at the airport. So what are the things that you get with an airport lounge? Well, the main thing is that all lounges have free drinks and snacks. And the drinks are all going to include hot drinks, cold drinks, alcoholic drinks such as wines and beers. And snacks can be anything from sandwiches, cakes, biscuits. It might be soups, some salads, those sorts of things. And actually, many lounges have a hot meal service available, usually buffet type meals with things like pasta dishes and things like that too. All lounges are going to have better workspace and they're all going to have better Wi-Fi than you'll get in the public areas of the airport. And of course, lounges are going to be more comfortable. They've got more comfortable seating and they're generally quieter spaces. So ideal if you like to work and while you're waiting for your flights at the airport too. So, Priority Pass is going to be worth it if you're going to be using more than 5 lounge visits a year. You're going to be in the lounge for more than an hour and you're planning to eat and drink at the airport. And let's just look at the costs of Priority Pass. They have 3 different levels of membership, Standard, Standard Plus and Prestige. And you can see that with each membership level, there's various amounts of visits included. Standard Plus works out at really good value. You get 10 visits included with that. The great news is that I actually have some exclusive discounts available here on the Professional Traveller website. So that Standard Plus membership with the discount is £183. That includes 10 visits. and that works out at £18.30 per lounge visit. And just think that can be up to 3 hours of lounge use if you want to get the full benefit, with all those benefits included. So, in summary, yes, Priority Pass is worth it if you're going to be using airport lounges more than 5 times a year. If you're going to be spending at least an hour, anywhere between 1 and 3 hours in a lounge, it's going to be worth it. It's definitely going to be worth it if you're planning to eat and drink at the airport. And I always try and aim for the airport lounges that have hot meals, so I get even better value for the membership. And my exclusive discount means that Standard Plus membership is just £18.30 per visit based on 10 visits a year. So, yes, cheaper than having a meal in the airport. And you can get that discount. Just check the description for my link.